Hi guys, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Secondhand Sunday. I did manage to get to 3 op shops yesterday, which would have been Friday. I'm glad my memory's somehow working a little. So I thought I would come on and show what I got. I went to 2 of them and spent about $25. Thought I was doing really well. And then I went to a third one thinking I'd probably spend about $5 because they don't tend to have much in there. And oh my goodness, was I so wrong. So I've got a bit to show. So we will get into it. I grabbed this folder. I hate the 2-ring folders, so I'm not sure whether I'll probably put this back in the shop. But I don't know how I managed to run out of my page protectors, the plastic page protectors, because I had piles and piles of them. I try not to buy them new unless I absolutely need to. So I do look for them in the secondhand shops. So I've got this bag full of them. They feel like nice thick ones as well. And then this folder has some of your divider cards, which have been written on, but I can use the card. Cut the tops off and use the card for projects. And it has some more of your page protectors, which are real solid ones as well. Don't mind my neighbour mowing the lawn. They always seem to do it when you come in to film. Although in the weather we're having here, I don't blame them. It's sunny out there at the moment and it's not raining for a change. So we will just put up with that. Hopefully you won't hear it too much. I do have my window closed. So next I have this purse. I love it. It looks like it hasn't been used. It's very clean and nice. Got a nice little handle on it. Dream Travel it says, and I like that. And I thought this might be cool to make a little travel journal in. It's got a pocket in the front there, so you could put like pens and ruler and that in there. It's got a, well, now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking maybe I'll have to make one and keep it for myself, but I don't really travel. So it's got a zip up pocket at the back there. And then when you open it up, it does have all of these pockets. And then another zip up one in there. Can you go behind that? No. So you've got your zip up pocket there. And then you've got all of these credit card holders or whatever you want to put in there. Yeah, they feel like credit card ones. And these little ones up here. Be nice for thumbsticks or little things like that. But I thought how much fun to fill all of that up with ephemera and have a little, it's got a pen holder in there as well by the looks. But I'd probably just put a journal in there. Maybe a tie-in journal somehow. Going to have to think about that. I suppose you could loop your elastic around this piece to hold your pages in. I'll have to have a bit of a play with that. I think that would be a neat little journal. So I might have fun with that sometime. Okay, that can go in there. Next thing I got, which I couldn't resist, was this. It's a letter holder stand thing. Document stand. I think you'd call it a letter holder. It is really solid and beautifully made and nicely distressed as well. So I really thought I must have that. I don't often see things like this and think that I should have them, but yeah, this one was nice and it is practical. It'll go in the craft room nicely. So I grabbed that. Now I've got to find somewhere to put it, but I really need to have a massive overdue of my craft room soon, which is a disaster at the moment. But yeah, love that. There was this stamp, which looks like it probably came off of a magazine, but it's a real pretty one. It's got the bird sitting on the teacup with some flowers sticking out. So I liked that. I've got a habit of grabbing these whenever I see them if the price is all right. So these are 50 cents. They're just little packets of your button covering kits. I want to have a good play with them sometime. Great way to use up some scrap fabrics. So got one necklace. And I really like the flowers. I like that they're sort of your bronze look, but they have a bit of your bling on them. I think they will be gorgeous on a cover. And I really like the chunky bronze chain that's on here as well. And then you've got your faux pearls. So there's a lot on this necklace that I can reuse. They do get a bit expensive these days if you just buy one at a time in the shops. I think this was $3, but you know, I can get so much out of it that I think that was well worth it. A couple of little golden books, only because they were 50 cents each, which I don't mind paying. I'm pretty sure I don't have that one. Not that I'm trying not to collect them as much anymore. I want to start using a lot of the ones that I've got soon. So this is The Sleepy Book by Margaret Wise Brown. This is a 70-something one. It's a cute book though, this one. 75 renewed. But yes, all the forest animals, so that is beautiful. That would make a lovely journal. A rabbit poem. Yeah, lovely. Got the whispering rabbit in there. This is Sesame Street Cookie Monster and the Cookie Tree, featuring Jim Henson's Muppets. It's been taped together. This one is 77. Not sure if we're missing a page. I'll have to check that out. Looks like it's got drawing on it on just that last page by the looks. The rest is all right, a bit broken. That can go in my collection until I find a better one. And I know I don't need to be buying books, but I couldn't go past this one. Hardcover books were 50 cents in this shop, so I really can't go past this for 50 cents. So it's a children's guide to knowledge, one of my favourite types of books to use, to harvest from. This is a 1971 edition. I just love how many different topics are in these books. So if you're doing a themed journal on a particular subject, you can usually find a page or two in these types of books that can go in there. Some of the pictures are really nice. That page is neat. So yes, it was a fun day out. I was very tired afterwards, but I did have to go out, and I think I took my son to an appointment, and then I had to bring him home and then go out and grab something for myself. So I thought, well, I'm out. I never seem to go anymore because I just don't have the energy. But I really needed some retail therapy. It's always my go-to. I'm glad I did, though, when you see what I got in the end. I love all these flower pages. They're beautiful. Pity they're not coloured, but they're still beautiful. And the little word sections are such a lovely size for a journal card as well. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Be able to cut that page in half, have the beetle in one journal and the ladybird. I'll probably do just a ladybird journal someday. All the journals I'm going to make in my imagination. Look at this. It's got a list of all these insects and the pages that they're on, so that's handy. Oh, I love that on the orange. Beautiful. Yep, definitely my favourite sort of book. Get so much inspiration looking through these. A bag of lace, although these all came in separate bags. This was a bag of this, which I should have just grabbed one out because they had individual prices on it, which then the prices didn't look too bad. But when you add them all up, it was actually heaps. But I just looked at it and thought I couldn't be bothered picking out one, and I liked it, so I just grabbed it all. I think I'll tea dye some of this, but there's meters of it and it is beautiful. Then there was more of your broderie anglaise, this yellow or lemon coloured one. There's this wider one with pink and blue, very pretty. And then there were a few laces. There was this purple one with the ribbon in it. But you know me, can't go past purple. There's this one. This is interesting. That's very fine. It's like a webbing or netting. Very, very fine. cream lace. There's a lot of that. And then this one, which I have stacks of, but that is a handy one to use. It's good for layering too, because it's so thin up the top that you can layer over the top of it. Stay with the laces. Then we had a few doilies and that sort of thing. So I have this little wine base cover. I just think the pictures on that, the embroidery is so sweet. And they make cute little pockets. I could put a nice circle embellishment in there, circle journal card. Stick it on a page or sew it on. There are a few handkerchiefs. So I think it's just got the one embroidery on it. Very sweet again. This one was gorgeous with the butterfly, so I had to get that. The blue and the white. Very pretty. And a big doily. That's huge. But again, beautiful. Got some cross stitch and some daisies auto embroidered on it. Looks like it hasn't been completely finished on a few of the leaves. That stitch does not look difficult though. So I may be able to finish them off when I go to use it. This one's gorgeous too. I think I might pretend, I think they're daisies, but I'll pretend they're daisies and put this in a daisy journal. It's very nice. Love how fine this, I assume it's a hanky, or it could be. Yeah, I mean, it's hanky material really. Silky though. Must be vintage, that, and the lace around it, very, very pretty. Though I wouldn't use it as a hanky. I bought some of these previously, possibly from the same shop. Do like the purple. It's a nice grungy look as well. These ones that I can cut apart, vintage coloured. This, I love this. So netting, whether you'd put that over your jug of milk or something. Has the beautiful buttons on it as well to sort of weight it down. I think that's really pretty. Another lemon coloured doily. Then there's this set of 5 blue doilies. So you've got your 4 smaller ones. They look like bluebells or something like that. And then you've got your large one that goes with. Was all of the doilies. And fabric wise, I got this quite thick fabric. It's beautiful though. It's almost like a canvas, but lovely shabby colours, and the little florals on it. It's nice. And there's a heap of it. And then there was this, which is like an upholstery fabric. And they're cut into these squares, which is such a great size for a good couple of journal covers. Whether you want to do a big cover or a couple of little ones. Love the pattern on it as well. There must be a few different ones. Because there's also this one, which is more sort of vintage beige tones. And it has a little butterfly on it, which is really sweet. So there were these 2 separate patterns, I think. They were all priced individually, but they were nice and cheap, so I grabbed them all. So why not, I thought. I love them, so I think they'll just be the best covers. So I got this big pile of it. Okay, put that to the side. I think one of the ladies in this place, because it's a reuse, sort of reclaim, I think they call it, something like that. They sit in there and they do crafting, and then they sell their crafted items in the store. I assume the money goes to charity. But they also have like a little op shop section. But when they've got offcuts of material or patterns and that, then they sell them in the shop as well. So one of the ladies there, I think, was clearing out all of her, well, a lot of her dyes and stuff. So I think it's just the best way to get them. Well, this sort of dye anyway, because they're usually so overpriced here. So I did get these foam stamps to begin with, and I thought these would be great fun to play around with for some background pages. So I've got those ones, and then I've got these ones, so there's a multiple in the pack. And I think most of this stuff is brand new. This definitely is. These are foam stamps as well, and they've got all of those patterns. Lots and lots of fun. So these are P Ink, Pebbles Incorporated, Fancifuls, these ones. And they come in the foam that they'll cut out of so that you know where to put them back to store them as well, which is going to be handy with those. And then, yeah, the dies, I couldn't believe it. I just went like silly and grabbed pretty well all of them, but I ended up putting a couple back. Because I thought, really, no, leave some for someone else. But I think they were quite happy to move them on as well because they were taking up a lot of space. But there was this Tim Holtz Alterations Movers and Shapers. It's a repositional magnetic die, 3 punches, 1/4 inch. Now, I looked at this and just thought, well, that's what it cuts out, and grabbed it. But no, it looks like it just cuts out those holes. So I'm a bit disappointed in this one. But that's all right. I'm sure I'd still use that. Although I do have a crocodile, but yeah, we'll see what it's like. That will teach me to look at things a bit closer. But we do have this Sizzix die, which is the Baby Bears set. So it's got those 3. So they're the sort of thick ones. I think they used to make these earlier on with the first sort of version. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but I have got a whole lot of this sort of die with an older style Big Shot previously, so more to add to the collection. This cupcake die set, there's 3 dies in that one as well to make up the cupcake. I thought that would be fun. This cute love bug set, 3 dies in that one again. This huge one, and it's a scoreboard die, extended cutting pads required. Now I just bought some extended cutting pads. Hopefully they're the width that this needs. If not, it is actually quite cheap and easy to get your different size cutting pads. So these are your big dies. And I love them because you can cut your thicker card and your leathers and do multiple sheets of cardstock with them at once, which is great. And this is the checkbook cover, so it makes a cover for a checkbook, and I thought that would be neat to make some little journals with, or little books that I can slip into some journals. So I'm going to have a pile of fun with that one. It is a big die though. But I did get a few of the longer dies through, it might have been Globaland, and so I did buy some longer cutting plates. It's handy to have. You can also stick more of your normal size dies on them as well. There was this, again, they're all big ones, so it's Puzzle Maker. That's going to be heaps of fun to use to make little puzzles for my journals. I got the Tim Holtz Alterations Branch Tree. That'll be a cool one too, especially for Halloween and that. Got the Alterations Elegant Flourishes. So if you buy these new, they can cost a fair bit. So that's why I thought it was worthwhile investing in these ones. And I think most of them are new anyway. Although I think she's used them to cut just to show us what they do cut. This one is the Sizzix Pumpkins. So they're from the original dies. They look like fun to play around with. And then the Sizzix Frame Hanging with Scallops. Again, looks like fun to play with. And I think dies are a worthwhile investment. They last forever, and with these bigs, as I said, you can cut multiple pieces with them, and you can use all your recycled materials and cut them out. So I don't mind investing in dies and stamps. These are book plates. These will be heaps handy as well. There was this, which I assume is an embossing folder. Don't think they make embossing folders like this anymore, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look this one up, but it is a heavy-duty embossing folder. Looks interesting, though. It's got this, I don't know if it's a frame, and then these little bits. It almost looks like it'd be really deep, but it's not really a positive and negative there, so I'm not sure about what they do. So this is going to be fun to play with. If anyone's got this and knows what it does, let me know, but otherwise I will give it a go and look up about it. Looks like fun though, so I grabbed it. Didn't set me back much, so. And then the last two are an alterations on the edge scroll work. Add decorative 5.5-inch edges to cards and books. It's going to be fun as well. Another big die. And then this one. I think I have this one already, but I'll pass one of them on. Great fun though. The film strip frames. Again, it's a long one, so you'd need a longer set of plates. So that was heaps of fun. I got some wonderful stuff. I was really happy with the items that I found. Good to get out and get moving a bit. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you've had a chance to go finding yourself some treasures. It's always a bit of fun. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you again soon. Bye.